Hey, greetings everyone. Greg here with Learning to Shoot. Happy Tuesday, April 21st. I've got the Walther Q5 Match SF here. It is empty. There's nothing in here. It is clear. I want to give you a concept to help you if you're a practical shooter and you want to maintain accuracy and go a little bit more quickly. I'm going to give you a concept beyond the idea of target focus or front sight focus. And that idea is simply being hyper aware of your sight alignment, because your front sight doesn't determine where the bullet goes. It's the sight alignment from front to back. In other words, I can have my front sight right on the target even as I drop the gun, and that bullet is not going to hit the target if the target's over there. So it's really sight alignment, and what this front sight does is gives me a reference point for if the sight alignment's out of my field of vision right now and I sweep it in front of my field of vision between me and the target, then that little orange, in the case of my Walther, that little orange front sight is my indicator. It's my cue to go ahead and engage the trigger fully and complete the shot. And a good analogy I want to give you is motorcycle racing. I used to road race motorcycles back in the 90s. I've been 175 miles an hour down a front straightaway, and it's the front tire that indicates where the motorcycle is going to go. But I have to assure you, I never ever visually focused on my front tire. The way that I know where the front tire is going is through the feedback mechanisms that the motorcycle gives me, which are primarily the handlebars, but the suspension helps, all that sort of stuff. And then my body has feedback mechanisms, my hands and my arms, and how things feel, that let me know without looking at the front tire precisely where it's pointed. Same thing here. Okay, so for me, it's my grip. Once I have a good firm grip, and then the final thing that tells me that my sights are aligned without even having to look at them is I lock my wrist forward. As soon as I do that, I know my sights are aligned front to back. They are. And you can play with that and you can figure out what that feels like. Once you have what that feels like, then I've got my pistol pointed here. I'm looking at a target. I fire. I turn my head to the next target. And when that orange dot indicates to me that this sight alignment is where I need it to be, I press the trigger. So think about that. Because your only other alternative, if you're going to focus on a front sight, is to not know where anything is, bring it over here, and then have to find everything and get it lined up again. Or you're going to do this. Moving from target to target, you're going to be looking at your front sight going, oh, there it is, there it is. Now I can pull the trigger. And I can assure you that there are no top shooters in any practical shooting discipline that are doing that. So it's a limiting concept to think front sight focus. So try out hyper awareness of sight alignment. See if that doesn't help you a little bit. All right, thanks. I hope you're doing well. It's crazy times. Take care of yourself. Take care of each other. We'll see you around.